Woohoo! Hello everyone, my name is Sidra Qureshi. I'm a neuroscientist, brain trainer, success coach for female leaders. If you feel a bit sluggish, a bit down, then this is for you. So a lady, she asked me the other day, like, how can I feel a bit better, right? So she was like going through, she didn't have any like major problems or issues or anything in her life, but she just in general felt a bit like she had lower mental energy, like of no reason. She just felt she would be very negative in general. And so I gave her this tip. And with anything, so this is a psychological tip, and there's 3 steps in this, so I've divided it into 3 parts. This is the part 1. And with any psychological tool, what I always say is that the psychological or behavioral shift that you can make is awesome when you do the work, right? But it's like the software. So the software obviously needs to be used if you want to see the benefits, but you need to have your hardware sorted first. So your hardware, that's your physiology. Make sure that obviously that your brain is getting the right brain nutrition, and you get enough sleep, and you get to drink enough water, etc. Right? So you have your nervous system is well balanced and intact, right? So that's first of all. So make sure that your mental health is covered. Next, you can do this exercise that I'm going to suggest today. So one thing that many people don't notice, and it depends of course, like if you've been doing a lot of self-developmental work or not, but people who are busy, most people don't really realize what's going on inside their head in general, like their mental chatter. So there's always this ongoing mental chatter, this voice inside your head. And for many people, it can be quite negative. So what I want you to do is first of all to develop consciousness, awareness around how much negative bias you have in your mental chatter. So are you being judgmental? Are you being judgmental towards other people, towards yourself, or towards a situation maybe, or towards everything, right? So in communication psychology, for instance, the worst thing you can do is judging. So if you're judging someone either with your words, your body language, your tone of voice, anything like that, the other person is going to shut down. The other person is not going to listen to you. So you won't be able to influence them, okay? The same inside of your head. If you're being judgmental, if you're being negative, what happens is that you go into this darkness, this dark hole, and you don't open up. Your mind is not open to look at the opportunities that there are in a given moment, right? So that's why I want you to become more optimistic in your thinking. And that doesn't mean don't have negative feelings or anything like that. Not at all. I want you to be real. I don't want you to have a negative bias. I don't want you to make a huge drama out of something that's shouldn't be there, right? I don't want you to make a situation negative if it's actually not that negative. It could be quite positive, right? And sometimes we have a negative bias towards a specific person. Often it can be, towards ourselves, right? So notice, that's another thing. When you're noticing what you're doing, stop yourself. Stop yourself every time, and then notice whether this negative bias is towards everything, like you're just negative about everything at the moment, or it's negative towards certain people in your life. It could be a significant other, or it could be your boss, right? Why does he put it there? He always does that, or whatever, right? Or he's so stupid, or I'm so stupid, or I'm not worth it, or I can't do this, or, right? So any type of negative bias. And I want you to look at it for a whole day, whether you do it, you can start doing it now, you can do it tomorrow, really start noticing your inner chatter, your mind chatter. Okay, good luck with that, and I will see you in part 2.